Alright guys, automotive basics guys, how to diagnose any vehicle. Last video guys, remember, you want to take in the information that the customer is telling you about what they're experiencing, the problem they're having, all the different circumstances that happen with the vehicle, with their check engine light, with their hard start, with their overheating, whatever situation it is guys, whatever situation, always listen to the customer. There's a lot they're going to tell you inside, and there's a lot of information in there. So again guys, once you've already collected the information from the customer and you know what they're experiencing, very next step guys, in any diagnosis, do not start the vehicle. You can put the key on, but do not start the vehicle. Even in a no start, don't try attempt to crank it guys. Very first thing, always run the codes. You want to know what codes they have stored in the computer. One, to be able to know if those codes pertain to the actual problem happening at the moment, to their concern, if there's excess codes that have nothing to do with what they're experiencing. Also guys, so that way in case there is a check engine light after you're done, you know if that code was already there, so you can either leave it alone and repair it for them at more cost, or if you created the problem, so you can back yourself up. So remember guys, always run the codes first. Before you do anything, always run the codes. If you do not run the codes guys, you will put yourselves in a very tough position where you won't know if the code that was in there after the repair was in there or not. So remember guys, run the codes. Do not crank the engine. Do not do anything else. As soon as the customer tells you what's going on, even if it's in the parking lot guys, even if it's parked in front of your place, parking lot of the shop, do not run the codes. If you're going to go try to start, do not start the vehicle. Run the codes first guys. Apologize. Run the codes first guys. You always want to be able to run the codes, have a record of it, take a picture of it. That way you can always relay that back to the customer if there's any problems down the line guys. Protect yourselves at all times when you're doing repairs for other people. You're only trying to make a little bit of money with this. The last thing you want to do is create yourself more problems guys. Let's see what these codes are. You can see these are the codes. Remember guys, this truck is only here for, it doesn't really want to start when it gets hot, when it's running at regular temperature. Also, he did mention that the check engine light will come off and on its own here and there, and he's starting to get a little bit of black smoke. You see the codes? As you can see, these codes are not going to do with his hard start, but these codes will have to do with some of the other symptoms he's talking about. So remember guys, run the code.